That is a fundamental principle. The internet and internet empowered technologies have empowered people enormously. They allow access to information. They allow communicate among individuals at the level which is unprecedented. That type of opportunity we never had before. And internet and internet-based technologies certainly is a driver of a new type of economy, digital economy. And there is a benefit, uncontestably there is a benefit of the use of these technologies. Yeah. From other side, of course, as in the real life, there are always issues what need to be addressed. And one of them is misuse of internet. But in any case, we need to be very balanced and very cautious in putting restrictions and limitations, because any restriction may have adverse effect, unintended consequence, which ultimately would halt innovation on the internet and would prevent of further economic development. So we need to address issues of misuse of internet. It should be done in the framework of existing legislation, national, international, and with a big sense of also responsibility.
How can the internet, help in dealing with some issues of shortages of manpower, for instance? If we take the healthcare sector in India, we know that a lot of our rural areas have a severe shortage of doctors, and there are plenty of doctors in urban areas. But is there a way of dealing with this, using the internet to deal with this kind of an issue? Because we can't just only provide information, we have to provide doctors, we have to provide people as well.
No, certainly, you see, technology empowers people and provides opportunities which did not exist before. In terms of use of technology, whether that is fixed internet, broadband, or mobile internet, one can imagine that we can establish link between a remote hospital where a patient needs specific intervention and where we don't have that type of doctors, with a big hospital in urban area where a doctor could follow and guide a surgeon in this remote hospital during the surgery. So that possibility already exists. The infrastructure should be there. It is not a very trivial thing, but once infrastructure is there, applications can and must be developed and used, because there is a very clear link between the infrastructure and applications. When you have infrastructure, you need also to think and develop applications, otherwise there is no return on investment. So infrastructure and applications go hand in hand. And again, let people invent, let people come up with proposals. That is the best way.
So talking about, infrastructure and applications, again, in the education sector, there could be significant uses for this form of infrastructure. Perhaps not utilized well enough in developing countries, because there is a shortage of teachers as well. And people are talking about using broadcast technology, but the internet now is caught up, and perhaps could be fitted into the right place. Yeah,
there are several aspects of this. Certainly, internet from one side provides enormous access to information, including information of educational character, provided that there is such an information. And there are many portals in the world which provides access to that type of information, whether that is for students or for high school students. So that exists. Not much in other languages, one has admit, but in English that type of access to information exists. Coming to the mass education, primary schools, secondary schools, there I must say that the right mix of components are computer in the classroom, skilled teacher who knows how to use the computer, the methodology, which is specially developed for use of computer in the classroom, and appropriate education materials. When you have all these four components, then the technology adds value to education process and improves the quality.
Right, but well, we need to have, as you say, the appropriate sort of environment. You know, I mean, again, we are dealing with a society which is relatively poor, and people, first of all, don't have access to education, then they don't have access to technology, they don't understand the technology. I mean, you said not to underestimate, but we have to deal with the realities as well. So one can always say that, you know, this is the way to bridge the digital divide and just push it upon them, but you know, we've talked about bringing the price down of handheld devices and all that too. But at the end of the day, people have to know how to use it and find something good about it. Do you think that there is a problem here, a challenge?
There is a challenge, no question about it. But one need to address the challenge, whether proactively or just let it go and develop itself. And as far as I know, in India, Minister Sebal is very proactive and has many good ideas. Lately, he during his visit at UNESCO, he demonstrated this Indian product, $50 tablet, which he has a great plans to introduce that tablet throughout Indian schools, which could be then used in the education process. So I hope that tomorrow's conference, where I will have a privilege to talk to the minister, so we will be also talking about the tablet is good. This is absolutely necessary, but then we need also to develop further education materials which are adapted for this particular hardware. And then we need to give teachers proper training that they know how to use those tablet and materials. So, but certainly India is, and the minister is thinking and is very proactively pursuing this bridging digital divide in that sense.
Right, and we talk about infrastructure. We are now, you know, very much into the mobile era, and a lot of the broadband is available on mobile itself. But still, again, you know, probably only available to the elite. Would you see this naturally transcending or coming down to the and you know, where it would be an equalizer in some sense over a period of time?
I was told today that there was an interesting survey here in India. And the question was whether you would, what would you prefer? Whether basic sanitary installation or mobile phone? And guess what was the answer?
Well, they wanted a mobile phone, obviously.
Phone. So, and that shows the mindset of the people. This is a natural for people to communicate. And mobile phone provides that opportunity. Where the challenge is the price of communication, whether people can afford to communicate. And all the development of mobile telephony shows that if the right policies are in place, industry will take care of infrastructure development, and users will take care of use of mobile phones and different applications. If the policy is right, then prices are going down naturally, and use of mobile technologies are increasing.
Finally, you know, I mean, I'd like to ask you, what kind of, you know, we need to create jobs. We're a young country. Is there huge potential, you know, in terms of information and communication technology, in terms of creating jobs for the entire economy, and especially from the areas of agriculture and healthcare? And these are areas where we need people, and we have the potential, but we don't have the trained manpower.
I think that every rupee invested in ICT infrastructure and applications or services are also investments in creation of jobs, because that is the future. And that is already the presence, and that is the future. India already benefits enormously from technological developments and service many countries around the world by using technology. That is up to Indian society itself to go further than that and find the ways how to use technology also for development. And for the, you mentioned agriculture, there also are many possible ways how to, with the elementary use of technology, you can bring a lot of added value to poor farmers. For instance, this classical example when farmers do not know how much cost the crop. And if there is somebody who tells that you can sell on this market your crop today for that price, but on that market you can sell it for higher price, guess what will be the decision of the farmer? To go where the price is higher. So access to information empowers people. They can make decisions on their own, not told that, you know, price is low everywhere. You know, this is the difference. Technology empowers.
And finally, one more question: when do you see you know, a knowledge society where everyone will probably be will have a unique identity, where they will be filing their taxes and doing everything online? Is that going to happen? Everything will be done digitized, or maybe on their mobile?
Sooner than you think.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Mr. Karklins, for joining us here on Loop.
It's my pleasure.